This video was made in collaboration with NARUTOPEDIA. For more information, check out the link in the description. The Life of Anko Mitarashi from Naruto. Anko Mitarashi is a tokubetsu jōnin who teaches at Konohagakure's academy. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the life of Anko Mitarashi. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. The Amagi's reach stretches beyond just this channel, so if you're a fan of us, please consider subscribing to our other channels and following us on all our social media. Help us reach our goal of passing 100,000 followers on all of our accounts by the end of the year. And with that out of the way, let's get to the video. Background. When she was a genin, Anko was on a team led by Orochimaru. Their team took part in the Chūnin Exams. During the second round, they confronted a team consisting of Hayate Gecko, Ibiki Marino, and Tokara. Orochimaru took a strong interest in Anko, teaching her several of his signature jutsu and in the anime what he'd learned about immortality. Orochimaru eventually used Anko as a test subject for his cursed seal of heaven. One of the 10 subjects, Anko was the only survivor. In the anime, Anko refused to continue following Orochimaru after she received her cursed seal. Unwilling to kill her because she was so valuable as a research subject, Orochimaru altered Anko's memory so she would believe she'd been abandoned for lacking the ideal drive to fuel the cursed seal. She always held a grudge against Orochimaru for what he did and believed it was her responsibility as his former student to help stop his criminal actions. Chūnin Exams. Anko proctors the second stage of the Chūnin Exams held in Konoha. She breaks into the room where the first stage was being held and showily introduces herself to the assembled genin. When she realizes that she entered too soon, she tries deflecting blame by instead reprimanding the first stage's proctor, Ibiki Marino, for how many genin were allowed to pass into the second stage. She leads the genin to the Forest of Death, where she explains the rules for the second stage and the dangers they'll face in the forest. She attacks Naruto Uzumaki with a kunai when he suggests she's exaggerating, only for the kunai to be returned to her by Shiore, a kusanin. Shortly after the second stage gets underway, Anko is alerted to the discovery of 3 dead kusanin, among them Shiore. From examining the body, it becomes clear that they've all been dead for some time, and because they're missing their faces, she concludes that Orochimaru has infiltrated the Chūnin Exams. She orders that the third Hokage be informed of what's happened, that 2 teams of Anbu be deployed, and then goes into the forest to find Orochimaru on her own. She locates him shortly after nightfall and tries to use the twin snakes' mutual death technique on him, only to discover at the last moment that she's been attacking a shadow clone. He reactivates her dormant cursed seal of heaven, immobilizing her with the pain, and warns her not to cancel the Chūnin Exams before departing. Despite the pain, Anko is eventually able to reach the center of the Forest of Death. The third Hokage treats her cursed seal, and after hearing what's happened, speculates that Orochimaru is after Sasuke Uchiha, who Orochimaru has branded with another cursed seal of heaven. Anko tries to argue that Sasuke be removed from the exams and placed under guard, but the third insists that the exams continue per Orochimaru's instructions. During the preliminary matches, Anko stays by the third's side, informing him of the participants' particulars. She is amazed by Sasuke's control of his cursed seal during the match. A month after the preliminaries, as the final round matches near and it becomes increasingly clear that Orochimaru means ill to Konoha, Anko tries to apologize to the third for her failure to kill him. She also rues over the death of the fourth Hokage, believing he could have stopped Orochimaru, but the third tells her to neither blame herself nor to dwell on the dead. In the anime, around the same time, Naruto approaches her while she's at her favorite dango shop to ask her about the fourth Hokage's legacy. When he eats one of her dango without permission, she attacks him and chases him away. Konoha Crush. In the anime, Anko assists in the evacuation of Konoha's civilians to the Hokage Rock during the invasion of Konoha. She later attends the third Hokage's funeral. Sasuke Recovery Mission. In the anime, Anko attends the 5th Hokage's inauguration. Shortly after that, she and the other Chūnin Exam proctors are present for Shikamaru Nara's promotion to Chūnin, Kurosuki Family Removal Mission. In the anime, Anko meets with the 5th Hokage after completing an escort mission in the Land of Swamps. She absent-mindedly eats the Hokage's last dango, frightening Shizune. Kaima Capture Mission. In the anime, Konoha is hired to protect a shipping convoy in the Land of the Sea. Because this is the same country where Anko received her cursed seal from Orochimaru, the Hokage puts Anko in charge of the mission, hoping it will help her regain her memories of what happened there. After the Kaima capture team completes their mission, Anko locates the lab where Orochimaru carried out his experiments and remembers that he didn't abandon her, but that rather she left him. She is happy with the truth. Akatsuki Suppression Mission. In the anime, Anko attends Asuma Sarutobi's funeral. Itachi Pursuit Mission. In the anime, Anko is on a mission with Mozoku and Iwashi when she senses something behind her. She attacks it with a kunai and finds it's a white snake, giving her an ominous feeling about Orochimaru. Pain's assault. Anko leads the infiltration and reconnaissance party charged with finding Kabuto Yakashi, a former subordinate of Orochimaru. Shortly after Sai is able to locate Kabuto, Yamato is forced to return to Konoha. Fourth Shinobi World War. Countdown. Although Yamato is gone and Sai also returns to Konoha, a re-staffed reconnaissance party continues to track Kabuto. They eventually come across 3 dead Takigakure ninja. From the bite marks on their necks, it becomes clear to Anko that Kabuto has gained control of Orochimaru's powers. But she wonders why he's leaving behind bodies for them to find. Wary of a trap, they follow the trail of bodies to the mountain's graveyard. Tokuma Hyuga scouts the area with his Byakugan and reports that Kabuto is in the company of Tobi. Believing they have found the Akatsuki base, Anko immediately sends word of their discovery to Konoha, only briefly wondering why Kabuto would lead them here. Fourth Shinobi World War. Confrontation. Anko and her team continue to monitor the mountain's graveyard. When Muta Abarame detects the mobilization of the White Zetsu army, Anko instructs her team to inform the allied shinobi forces while she goes after Kabuto. She tries to sneak up on Kabuto and attack him, but is quickly defeated. Tobi orders that Kabuto kill her, but instead he keeps her comatose, siphoning the chakra from her curse seal to strengthen his summoning impure world reincarnation. Fourth Shinobi World War. Climax. After Kabuto is defeated by Itachi Uchiha and Sasuke Uchiha, Anko's unconscious body is found by Jugo. Wishing to speak with Orochimaru, Sasuke uses the evil releasing method to revive Orochimaru from her cursed seal, causing her cursed seal to disappear in the process. Anko remains unconscious throughout the ordeal and they leave her behind. Kaguya Ōtsutsuki strikes. In the anime, in the aftermath of the Fourth Shinobi World War, Anko attends the mass funeral held in Konoha. Academy Entrance Arc. 10 years after the Fourth Shinobi World War ends, Anko becomes an instructor at Konoha's academy. During the entrance ceremony, Anko and the other instructors were left mortified when Boruto Uzumaki crashes a train into the Hokage Rock. 2 weeks later, when the students skipped Shino Aburame's class to watch a fight between Iwabi Yuino and Boruto, Anko gave the class a severe scolding afterwards. Later, Anko checked on Shino when he began pouting about how little respect his students seemed to have for him. Later, when classes ended early because of the 5 Kage summit, she invites Chocho Akamichi to the dango shop to eat some anmitsu. School Trip Arc. In the anime, to improve relationships with other villages and symbolically show the warring era was over, the 7th Hokage set up an official class trip for the academy to go to Kirigakure. Anko joined Shino to watch over the class. Upon arriving, they were met with Kagura Karatachi, who was appointed by the Mizukage to act as the class's tour guide. The class was later taken to meet Chojuro, the 6th Mizukage. Later, Anko and Shino met with Mei to discuss the growing conflict between the Land of Water and neighboring countries. As the Land of Water wishes to expand military power in the bordering areas, Mei feared that this could escalate into war again. Despite this, Mei assured them that Kirigakure was strongly against all this and that she, with the 6th Mizukage, would work to prevent it all. Graduation Exams Arc. During the practical and final test of the graduation exam, the class was brought to the training field. There, the entire class was set up to face Anko, Shino, and Konohamaru for 24 hours. While the teachers would still evaluate the students' respective improvements, the students' true test was against Kakashi Hatake. The 6th Hokage quickly explained that he would only pass the first student who was able to take the single bell attached to his hip. So as the test began, Anko quickly caught many students in a genjutsu. She was then attacked by the Ino Shikacho trio. While questioning their willingness to work together as there could only be one winner in the test, they insisted that it was more practical to work teamed up for now. Anko smirked at their choice. As she began overwhelming the trio with her snake techniques, they were soon aided by more of their friends to face Anko. Ultimately, Anko defeated and subdued the group of students. Later that night, following a plan from Boruto, the remaining students were able to split up the proctors. Anko was then attacked by Lee and Wasabi Izuno. While taking their attacks well, Anko then turned her attention to Namida Suzumeno, whose frightened nature was used to the advantage of Anko's intimidating battle nature, unleashing a scream powerful enough to emit a sonic blast that incapacitated Anko. By the end of the test, despite no one getting the bell from Kakashi, the 6th Hokage chose to pass everyone as they succeeded in the true goal of the test: teamwork and loyalty. Mujina Bandits Arc. In the anime, months later, Anko helped in a one-day trial session for children to experience the Ninja Academy. She acted as a team captain for Himawari Uzumaki, Yuina Itomaki, and Eiho Norimaki, and tasked them with the retrieval of a missing pet cat. She watched in amusement at how the team struggled to get along, but ultimately learned to cooperate and complete their mission. Ao Arc. In the anime, Anko attended the memorial service for the fallen people of the 4th Shinobi World War. Personality. Anko is noted to be similar to Naruto Uzumaki, both being loud, stubborn, and prone to acting without thinking. Naruto himself is somewhat unsettled by her because when he mocked her during their first meeting, her immediate response was to throw a kunai at him and lick the blood from his resulting wound. Despite her personality quirks, Anko has a strong commitment to her village and mission, often choosing to face threats alone in order to buy time for allies to escape or for backup to arrive. This is particularly true in matters relating to Orochimaru. Although she admired him when she was a child and aspired to be like him when she was older, she now believes it is her obligation to use the same jutsu he taught her to bring him to justice. The 3rd Hokage insists that Anko shouldn't blame herself for anything that Orochimaru does. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.